It's almost November. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for watching. It's almost November and I know I say this every single month, but you guys, like 2020 is freaking flying. So we are at the end almost of 2020 and I'm rounding up my October favorites for you guys. As always, everything's going to be linked in the description bar below, along with hair, makeup, outfit details, the whole nine. It's going to be down there. While you're down in the description box, go ahead and click the subscribe button if you're new here. I would love to have you guys join the fam. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I am closing out the month with finishing up my October giveaway, and I have 2 winners, and I'm doing another huge giveaway in November for you guys, and they're only going to keep getting better. So make sure that you follow me on Instagram, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, so use the chapters or timestamps if there is like a particular category of items you're looking for. But I had more beauty and fashion favorites than home this month, and I tried to really narrow it down because this was a really good month product-wise and fashion-wise for me. I feel like I found so many good things, and I don't want to talk for like hours and hours about everything that I got that I liked. So I really tried to like narrow it down to like the best of the best for you guys. So I guess I'll start with the home because I literally have 2 things that I loved this month for home, and they're both from Amazon. So weird, I know, but this thing is like the best. I talked about this in an Amazon home video. It is a meat masher and a couple things like, so a lot of people were like, that's great for mashed potatoes, that's great for, a lot of people definitely said it's good for meat. There was something else I got a lot of and I can't remember what it was, but basically we've all agreed that this tool is just like the best. And one of you guys was like, I feel like that's like a very odd looking, like ugly little utensil. And I'm like, no, it's very ugly. Like it is literally the weirdest looking thing, but we have used this at least 2 or 3 times for something in our house cooking wise in October. We use it mostly for ground beef. Sam and I love spaghetti. We like to make a lot of ground beef, but we actually did make homemade mashed potatoes this month, used this. Also, I was making chili, and it's obviously not like, you know, meant for necessarily a pot, but I noticed that some of the chili was like clumping together, and so I used this in it. Like it's just this like really odd tool that you don't know you need, but you need from Amazon. It's great, and we use it a lot. The only other thing that is a favorite from the home category is this. Another Amazon find that I talked about in the Amazon home video, but as I mentioned in that video, we use olive oil in everything. Like it does not matter even if it's just like put in the pan before we start cooking. If it is cooked in our house, it's got olive oil in it, and this has been amazing because you can just like squeeze the little button and it measures out a certain amount up here, and I'm not having to like basically be careful not to dump an entire bottle of olive oil on my asparagus or anything like that. So this is a really good find, especially if you use olive oil a lot. One of those products that I just like stumbled upon on Amazon, and I was like, how did I live my life without this? I don't know. Okay, so the rest is fashion and beauty. So I'm gonna try and not be long-winded here. You guys usually give me kudos for that, and thank you for not being long-winded, but I've got some amazing stuff. So I'll start out with the Fenty products. So I actually am working on a blog post. I'm waiting on a few more Fenty products to come in, and I want to try them out for about a week or so, and then I'll post the blog post. So basically just be on the lookout on my blog. I will have a Fenty post coming soon, but I've heard a lot of good things about Fenty Beauty, and I'm always nervous to try new makeup or skincare, especially when it has a celebrity's name on it, because you just, I don't want to say like celebrities don't work hard about it, but you know, sometimes you can just tell like a celebrity just slapped their name on something. So I always get really nervous, but with everyone raving about Fenty, especially lately, I was like, I gotta just finally try this stuff. I need to quit sleeping on it. I need to just do it. And when Emily Gimma mentioned it, I was like, okay, wait, let me take the list of products you use and I'm gonna buy them all, because I will buy anything that she talks about beauty-wise. So I bought the Fenty Skin Sunscreen. I think Fenty Skin is very, very new. They only have a few products, but but basically it's this little container, and it actually comes like separate like this, and you will have to put in, if you purchase this, what state you live in, because you guys know there's a lot of controversy surrounding sunscreen right now, and I think it even said it on the website, like every state makes us disclaim our sunscreen ingredients differently, so it will come separate like this, so just be aware of that. And it's, you know, nothing crazy when you have to put your state in. But y'all, I have oily skin, and I always try and use sunscreen on my face and my neck especially, but also my chest every day, because it is so important and helps with anti-aging a ton. And it's been hard lately. Like, my skin has been a lot more oily the older I've gotten, and it just, like, I can't find a good skincare that has sunscreen in it, or I can't find like a regular sunscreen that won't make my skin really oily. And this. Now, I do use a primer. I have not just used the sunscreen only under my makeup, so maybe that does make a difference, but this stuff is amazing. It smells like heaven, and it's sunscreen made for your face. It doesn't have a weird sunscreen smell to it, which is big plus. It's just a really good product, so definitely try out the Fenty sunscreen if you want to. But like I said, I actually put a primer on underneath it, so I will talk about this in a second. But my morning routine is a little bit high maintenance. I am now 25, I'll be 26 in March, and I really want to start taking my anti-aging skincare game seriously. So in the mornings, I'll put an eye cream on, like a Tula eye cream. I'll put the serum on that I'll talk about in 1 second. Then I put the sunscreen on, and last I put the primer. Everything goes under the primer because I want the primer to be the last thing that's on my skin before I put foundation on. And my makeup never looks cakey, it doesn't look gross. I have all of that on underneath my makeup right now, and I usually do a little bit more of a slightly glam look on filming days, just because you can look a little bit washed out, but I mean, it still looks very natural and normal on a day-to-day look. So this primer is amazing. I do use the mattifying primer because, again, I do have oily skin. I think they do have a few different primers. I think they have a hydrating primer, and then maybe like a regular one, but I usually can't use mattifying stuff because usually it goes the opposite direction and dries my face out and makes it look super cakey. This is amazing. I don't know why I was sleeping on Fenty products for so long. I could kick myself till, you know, till next year about it, but I need to just move on. Next up is the Fenty Beauty Contour Stick. So this is in the color Amber, and honestly, I never once thought that my contour sticks were crap until I got this one. And I was like, oh, so like every contour stick I've ever used is absolute crap, because this is the best thing ever. It's not slimy, it's not cakey. The color is gorgeous for my skin, but also I need to shout out to Rihanna for this, you guys. The shade range is incredible. Like, I've never seen a beauty brand have that much of a shade range in every product. So everyone needs to take a little note from Rihanna. You can find every color under the sun. So this is amazing for my skin tone, the color Amber. I'm a redhead who has pale skin with like pink undertones. If you have that kind of skin color, maybe try out the Amber color. But without a doubt, I mean, this is just a really good contour stick. It's not like cakey. It doesn't like slide all over the place, but it's still very easy to blend. Very impressed with this, and also the product. There's a lot of product in that, and I've been using this for a hot second, and I contour everything when I contour. So yeah, this one's really good. Ugh, trying not to be long-winded. Next up, I use the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Instant Warmth Bronzer in Island Ting. And this is actually the color I believe that Emily Gimma recommended. But this is a really, really gorgeous bronzer shade. It's not too orange, it's not too blue, it's not too purple. It's a pretty good neutral. So this I use all over, and actually during the work week, I love to just use a bronzer as an eyeshadow, and this one looks great. So definitely try out the bronzers. If you're like only gonna try out one of the Fenty Beauty products, I recommend the bronzer. But I do have the foundation coming this week, and I hear the foundation's pretty incredible. And then, nope, I take that back. If you're only gonna try one product, try this one. So this is the Killawatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo. I got the colors Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. I don't think I've ever seen a highlight color as gorgeous as this. So this is actually a pink color. So of course I have the pink undertones in my skin, but you guys, this is the most gorgeous highlighter. It's like very natural looking, while still being like blinding if you want it to be. So it's definitely buildable, but I feel like I'm struggling lately to find a highlighter that's either not like straight glitter that just looks crazy and cakey, or is like really, really soft and subtle. And I feel like this is a really good in between. Honestly, because it's two different colors, you could just use one or the other depending on what you want, but I actually mix them a lot. Just such a gorgeous highlight. I have it on my cheeks right there. I love the pink color to it. I just, whew, I will never go without this highlighter again, ever. And then the last Fenty product is the Cream Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush in the color Cool Berry. Now I did want to get this. Cool Berry is obviously like a berry color. It's a little bit more like purplish blue. I wanted to get that because I have some orange blushes, some pink blushes, and I wanted one that had a little bit of a bluish purple undertone to it. And I actually have it on today. You do have to be very careful with this. Have a light hand. I will take my index finger and I'll just kind of dab it in there. And then as I'm applying all my other cream products, I'll just like dab it on. And then of course, when you set everything with powder, this is underneath it, so it will lighten it up a tad. But y'all, this is the most gorgeous cream blush ever, and it's also really creamy. I always get nervous with cream blushes because I feel like they can make you look like you've been slapped in the face. But oh, this one's nice. Other beauty products I have been loving. So I have actually mentioned this a few times, I think, here on my YouTube channel, but I talk about it a lot over on my Instagram stories. So I use the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer in the color Porcelain. And I've used this for about a month and a half now, but this month particularly, I used it a ton because I just wanted a full coverage look. And I always get so nervous about my Tarte Shape Tape. Like, it's a gorgeous concealer, but it's just so expensive. And I'm like, no, I don't want to use it today. It's, you know, I'm just going to work. But then I use this one and it gives me the exact same like glam full coverage, but it's so much cheaper. So this is an amazing concealer. I don't know why it took me so long to try it. Again, just kicking myself for that. If you are looking for an affordable concealer that is full coverage, don't try any other one. Try this one. This one's good. And honestly, I recommend buying it online because I struggle to find my color in stores a lot. I always see low stock on this concealer because I feel like people like, no, this is just the best Tarte Shape Tape dupe out there, and you need it. Okay, my lip combo today. So I always link my lip combo in the description bar below because it's a question I get probably more than anything. And so I wanted to actually mention this today because I've been wearing this one a lot. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Reshape and Resize Lip Liner in the color Pillow Talk. I have been using Pillow Talk lipstick, Pillow Talk lipstick and lip liner of some kind for about 2 months now, and I love it. It's a little bit more expensive, I know, but you guys, not only does the product last forever, but it is so gorgeous. I also use Pillow Talk medium lipstick now that it's fall time, and it's just, oh, so gorgeous. So that's the lip liner that I have on today, but I also got the KKW, okay, hold on. KKW, like, I guess it's just a lipstick, there's no name on it, in the color 3.5 or 3.5 nude. And one of you guys actually recommended that I try this color, and so I got it and I have been loving it. It's a gorgeous, like, true neutral brown color. It is just the prettiest shade for fall, and that's actually what I have on my lips today, is the Pillow Talk lip liner and then the KKW lipstick. Now, Kim Kardashian West came out with her beauty line, and I was a little bit nervous because, and I don't know why, because I love Kylie lip kits so much. I was just nervous because, I don't know, you just always hear mixed things, but the product is really good. I will say though, the lipstick smells like what my lipstick used to smell like that I used to use in like middle school and high school. So it's not as long wearing as like Pillow Talk. It's definitely not as long wearing as the Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipsticks, but this is a regular lipstick, so just kind of keep that in mind. It's a really gorgeous shade. It does last for a few hours. It's just definitely not like a 12-hour wear, but I do still really love it. I think the packaging is really cool too. So I've been wearing this a lot to work, and I wanted to include it in this month's video. And then a few other beauty products. So I also tried the KKW Beauty, oh gosh, eyeshadow palette called Mrs. West. Her packaging is like something else. It says KKW Beauty on it, but it's like super light, you can't see it. So there are 6 colors in here, all that are related to her wedding, and I absolutely love this palette. It's actually the one I have on my eyes today. So I used this color on like outer thirds, this color as my liner, and then I use the glitters, so the two on the ends here on the inner corner of my eye. So I actually use this palette a lot. I find myself reaching for this one. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but more than my Tarte eyeshadow palettes. What? I don't know. But these colors are really gorgeous, and they're also very buildable and blendable. They're not chalky. So like for instance, I used this today. It was very, very light on, and I built it up to the color I wanted it to be. I think these two are very subtle, but can be very glam. So really gorgeous palette from Kim Kardashian West in her beauty line. I gotta admit, I'm very impressed. I think I'm very scarred from trying, what was it called? Like Chroma Beauty or Kardashian Chroma that the Kardashian sisters had many years ago that they just like pretend now didn't exist. I'm pretty scarred from that. That was bad. It was just really bad. And so I didn't want to try the KKW beauty products, but I really freaking love these. Okay, 2 hair products, 2 skincare products, and then we're done with the beauty, I promise. I know this is a long one. So hair, I have mentioned the navy wave or navy hair care products before, and I actually have a blog post, I'll link it below for you guys, featuring my favorite dry shampoos and texturizing sprays, and I compared the Living Proof, which I'm going to talk about in 1 second, with the navy wave. But I find myself reaching for this texture spray a lot more lately. I still love Living Proof. I think it's amazing. But something about the Pebble Beach Dry Texture Spray, I've been wearing my hair up a lot, and I'm finding that this is a really good one for when your hair's up, because I think Living Proof is really good at making your hair not feel or look like it has product in it, and this one, like, it gives your hair just so much grit, and it doesn't make it obviously like look like you have stuff in it, but I don't know, this one just seems a little bit stronger. So I've been using this a lot to give my hair texture, especially on like day 3 or 4 when my hair is really flat, but also when I'm wearing my hair up. So I've been using this non-stop, and this stuff lasts forever because the tiniest amount of product goes such a far way. So I know that navy is a little bit more expensive, but y'all, this lasts forever and ever and ever. And then the dry shampoo, I really don't, I know to never say never, but I don't see myself, we'll put it that way, I don't see myself switching up my dry shampoos anytime soon. This is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. Y'all, it's so good. So I actually haven't used this bottle at all because this is the 7.3 ounce bottle. I have the 4 ounce bottle. I've used the 4 ounce bottle almost every day for a month, and I am still not even sort of out of it. So basically, when using dry shampoo, you actually want to put dry shampoo in your hair before you put any other styling product in it, because the way it kind of works is like, you don't put deodorant on after you start to sweat and you're smelly. You put it on to prevent like sweating and smelling. So this you put on to help prevent your hair producing oil, and then you put it on, like, some people recommend putting it on at nighttime before you go to bed. I don't usually do that just because I feel like my head's really itchy, but I do put it on in the mornings before I style my hair, and I can go, I think the longest I've gone since using this product was 5 days without a wash, and I work out every day. The proof is in the pudding. There's a reason everyone talks about this dry shampoo. It is actually the best. We're not jerking you around, I promise. This is it. If you don't want to wash your hair every day, if you have oily hair, this is it. It's the best dry shampoo there is. And like I said, I haven't even touched this bottle because I have a 4 ounce bottle that I've used multiple times over the past month. Actually, I think I've had it for more than a month, and it's still not even remotely close to, I don't even think it's halfway empty. I mean, that stuff is gonna last me forever, so it'll be a while before I actually use this bottle, but I love the dry shampoo. Now, I told you guys I was going to talk about this serum. So these 2 products, I kind of found them through Emily Gemma, but it was actually my mom. So my mom was like, did you see Emily's post about melasma? And then she told me about it, so I went and bought these. But this is actually not a product that Emily Gemma recommended. So this is the BioBare Vitamin C, B, and E, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, ferulic acid serum, or ferulic serum. I think that's, yeah, just ferulic serum. Emily Gemma talked about the SkinCeuticals one. Oh, that stuff is expensive. And so my mom, actually, she is like the queen of research, and she was like, I looked it up, and actually this one gets better reviews, and it's like half the price. So we both have been using this, and absolutely loving it. I know it sounds dramatic to say this, but like you can see a result instantly. Like you can instantly see a difference in your skin. Now it does smell really weird. Smells like a, to me it smells like a medical grade skincare. It smells like a medical medicine, something of that nature. But it's not overbearing and it does go away. That is something that Emily actually said was hers smelled bad, but she's learned to like the smell of it because of what it does for her skin. And I totally relate to that because now I'm kind of finding myself like liking the smell of it because I know how good it's making my skin look. This goes on my bare skin under my sunscreen in the mornings. And y'all, like, I honestly really need to take a video of it once. Like, it's almost comical. You put this on and it's like you can just see your skin like get very like smooth, and the skin texture is all of a sudden very even, and it makes your skin look so bomb. Now I've been using this and also this. So I do have an anti-aging skincare blog post up. It went up earlier this week and I'll link it below for you guys. I mentioned this along with this in it. And I've used these two, like I started using them within one day of each other. I know, again, it sounds dramatic. I will never not use this product. So this is the Peter Thomas Roth Pumpkin Enzyme Mask. And I was like, for real? Like, there's literally a pumpkin mask because it's fall. And my mom was like, nope, nope, it helps your skin so much. And Emily Gimmel was raving about it and you need to try it. And I tried it. And so my mom actually really loved this. And everyone that has used this was like, heads up, it burns in the beginning. It does burn. It's not unbearable. It only lasts for like, I think the most I noticed it lasted was like 30 seconds, and you leave the mask on for only 7 minutes and then it's like completely gone. It almost feels like very cooling. And you're supposed to use this twice a week. You guys, again, I don't think I could be like any more dramatic when I say I literally woke up the morning after using this mask and I was like, my face just looks different. Like, what is going on? And my husband, who when I chopped my hair completely off from like below my boobs to like where it is now, didn't even notice. He had no clue I had chopped my hair. But when I used this, he was like, something looks different about your face. Something looks different about your skin. And I was like, yeah, it does. So this is amazing. I have not heard a single bad thing about it yet, and I know why. If you are looking into anti-aging skincare, if you're looking to tighten up your skin, to make your skin texture even, that's the biggest thing I noticed this does. Get this mask. I'm gonna link it from Walmart because it's actually $35 at the time of filming this. It's only $35 and usually it's about $60, so it is on sale at Walmart. Snag it from there if you still can. If not, it's worth $60. And by the way, I've used this 4 times. And you can see how much product's in there. Like, it's gonna last a long time. And it does smell like a pumpkin, but oh y'all, this stuff's good. Okay, now we are in the fashion category. I'm almost done. This is actually a pretty small category. I only have a few things. So the first is this sweater that I'm wearing right now. It is an oversized sweater. Actually, please ignore, I'm wearing leopard print shorts. But this is about where it hits. I did get a medium, and it is very oversized. I definitely should have stuck with my true size small, but I love this sweater so much that I bought it in 2 colors. And I'm waiting. I actually think I'm gonna just go ahead and buy it in a couple more. It's really good. So this sweater is without a doubt the softest sweater I own, and it is from American Eagle. Comes in every color under the sun, and that's what I love about it and why I really wanted to share it, is because I actually keep wearing this and the other color I have like on repeat. And I like that if you're not into like a striped sweater, you can get it a different color and it is just the softest. Okay, and then I also have this cardigan, so I'll post a picture of it right beside me if I can figure out. Okay. Here we go. So I have this really soft cardigan from Target, and it is absolutely a Barefoot Dreams dupe. If I've ever seen one, you guys, this is the softest, like, look at it. It literally looks like a plush blanket. I have worn this every day since I got it, and I will continue to wear it every single day. The reviews of it were actually pretty aggressive. People were talking about it not washing well, and a few people said they had it like last year. Like, a few people reached out to me and were like, I got that last year and it didn't wash well. So the only thing I can assume is that maybe they changed up how they stitch it. I'm not quite sure because I have washed this 2 or 3 times at this point, and it is exactly the same. Like, it has not shown the slightest bit of wear. The reason I washed it was honestly because I had like gotten food on it or something, and then I think like Zeus jumped on it and got mud on it another time. But like, it is amazing. And someone told me that I have too many cardigans. Don't put that kind of negativity on my page, okay? There is no such thing as too many cardigans, and this is without a doubt another cardigan that I am adding to my collection in every color because it's amazing. It literally feels like a plush blanket, and it's from Target, so it's not even that expensive. And then the last 2 things I actually have been wearing, well, I was wearing this hat a lot because I just thought it was really cute, and it was cold, and at nighttime especially it was getting really cold. And then we shot back up to the 80s in South Carolina, and we're supposed to go back down to like the very low 60s next week. So I don't quite know what South Carolina is doing with the weather, but I was wearing this a lot, especially at nighttime when we would go out to like do bonfires. Or even just like Sam and I are kind of more outdoorsy people in October, and I was wearing this a lot because it's just a cute little hat that's really warm, but also it washes really well. I throw this in the little garment bag that you like wash your bras in, and it holds up perfectly in a wash and dry. Like, I've washed and dried this a few times now, and it is amazing. So I wanted to include this because if you're looking for a good little fall hat, this is it. And then the last thing are these Target booties. So I really wanted the Mark Fisher and or Steve Madden booties that were in the Nordstrom sale, but 1, I couldn't find them in my size, and 2, they're still just astronomically expensive. And I know that these don't look exactly like them, but they look very similar. They're also just like a good brown neutral booty. So I picked these up when I went to Target the other day. I went up half a size. I feel like you have to do that in a lot of Target shoes for them to fit perfect. And I just love these. They're really comfortable. They zip up on the inside, and they don't stretch a ton, which I really love. They don't feel like flimsy or anything, and I know that sometimes people worry about that with like when you're buying a shoe that's a little bit more affordable on like the cheap side, about them being like flimsy. These are amazing quality, like real good. So that is the final thing that I wanted to include in this video because I have been wearing these a lot for work lately. Alright guys, and that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. Also, don't forget to go below and click the subscribe button if you are new here. I love you guys so incredibly much. Stay safe, stay sane, and I'll see you in my next video.